Hey guys, Michael here, ChiCityYaker. Today we're going to talk about flies. Arguably one of the best and most effective ways to target salmon here on Lake Michigan, if not the entire Great Lakes system, where these fish inhabit. Putting them behind a flasher or a dodger, they simply flat out catch salmon all the time, and trout as well. But what I'm going to talk about today is one component of flies that often gets overlooked, yet is probably one of the more frustrating aspects of dealing with flies, and that is storing them. There really hasn't been a end-all be-all solution to storing them, and I frankly don't believe that there ever will be. However, I think there are better options on how you can store these guys. Now, you have some that are like the individual containers where you hold them. I believe Howie's Tackle makes a fly box, and it works well to store them. I like to use that one for storing like extras, or like my personal, tackle in the house. When I have extras and I need a new one, I'll grab one out of there, and I like to keep those there. And for a while, what I would do, and this works just as well, get yourself a pool noodle, and you would just kind of jam it on the pool noodle, give it a couple of wraps, pin it down on itself, and then you can have like a whole line of them on a pool noodle. Very low cost effort. But like this is also kind of just big and clunky and stuff like that. If you have a boat, a couple of guys I know have boats that will do this, and it kind of works. But I stumbled on something that I feel as though is probably the best of what's currently available, and it's so simple, and I don't even know how I didn't know about this product up until a few months ago, and I've been using it ever since. It doesn't cost a lot of money, and that is going to be these Fish Inc. product fly leaderboards, or leaderboards I believe they call them. They make a variety of sizes and lengths and all of that for these, so they make them for like walleye harnesses and other kind of leader types. And I've purposely used these now for my flies. And the way I'm using these, which is why I want to recommend to you if you check these guys out, what I love about this is that I not only fish in my kayak, but like this week we're leading up to Salmon-orama for 2024. I've been pre-fishing and practice fishing with a couple of buddies. I'm going to be doing the SAR with in the boat. I'll be able to quickly grab my little fly boards, and I've made like the best of, right? Like these are my favorites on one board. So now I can go on anybody's boat. It's super small. I put it right in my little small container tackle box, and when we're out fishing, I can grab a flasher, and I can grab one of my flies that I have high confidence in, unwrap it, slam it on there, fish it. When I'm done, take it back, and then go ahead and hook it right back up onto the leaderboard right here. And it's just been so convenient, and it's so small in such a small profile here. Fantastic for the kayak guys as well, because everything for me in the kayak is all about maintaining, maximizing your space and try not to go too big with everything. So this little board fits perfectly in your little black pack. If you have a black pack or a crate, you can slip it under your seat, on the side of your seat. There's so many places where you can put this little leaderboard with your flies, and it's just super simple and effective. So these are like my 11-inch flies for like big paddles, right? I got this on one board. These are like my go-tos. I've got super frogs and crinkles and aquas and whites and all on one board. Some glows are in there. Then I have my 8-inch leaderboard right here, again with more of my favorites like crinkles and double aquas, super frogs and bullfrog, all on one board, ready to go. I've got my 8-inch board, I've got my 11-inch board, and for those of you that fish with meat, yes, you could do it with meat as well. Here I have a collection of some of my go-to musclehead meat rigs, which I highly recommend if you're into meat, you're trying to explore meat. They come tuned right out of the packaging, and if you don't even need a toothpick, you just pinch your meat in there and it's ready to fish. Really, really great product here from Musclehead. You can also put your Musclehead meat rigs on here, and now you have a collection of your go-to meat rigs ready to go. All you gotta do is unwind it, put it on your flasher of choice, and start fishing it. So this product right here, super simple. I'll link to it down below. You can find it easily on Amazon. And they're like 12 to 14 bucks, depending on the size you want to get. But for the convenience of what it is, and sure, maybe you could make something similar to this if you are kind of the DIY nature with some kind of a foam board and chop it up into pieces, I'm pretty sure. But, for me, it's already ready-made. It's got slits in it, so where the line kind of goes into the crevice. And it's just a really functional, really cool way that has, for me, alleviated carrying this old big thing full of, flies all over the place, because these I can simply stack. I can stack on and tuck it somewhere in a small compartment on my kayak, or again, if I'm going on somebody else's boat, I take one of my little crates with me that has a couple of my essential flashers or flies, and and plugs, and I'll take these and put it right on top, and it sits there super perfect. It makes it great if you're mobile fishing boat to boat, or especially in your kayak. And I wanted to share that with you guys today in this video. Again, the fishing products, little leaderboards right here for your flies. Again, I don't think there will ever be a perfect end-all be-all storage solution for flies. But this for me has become right up there as one of the closest, and really, really recommend it. So hopefully check it out. The links are down below if you're interested. I appreciate you guys watching the video. Until next time, we'll talk soon.